Welcome back everyone to the Rookie Shack. This week, in response to the new release and reveal of Sirfetch'd in the new Pokemon Sword game, I thought this week we'd take a look at its predecessor, Farfetch'd. Farfetch'd is one of those Pokemon that doesn't quite get enough love in the past and not conventionally used for competitive play, so I thought it would be fun this week to try and figure out where his strengths and weaknesses lie and how best we can use him. Right, so let's have a look at this Farfetch'd team, shall we? So to begin with, we've got our Farfetch'd in there. Item it's holding is the stick. Now that increases its critical hit ratio, which is excellent. Ability Defiant, so if any stats are affected it will raise its attack. And then the moveset is, so Farfetch'd isn't exactly the strongest or the most sturdy, so really from what I can see the best way to utilize Farfetch'd is to just make it fast and really just a front attacker, because it's not really necessarily going to last on the field too long, so you might as well give the opponent hell while Farfetch'd is out there. So to begin with, we've got Brave Bird, obviously a very strong flying type move, but it does have that recoil. The good thing about Farfetch'd is because it may not be on the field very long, is if you're losing a little bit of health from a stronger attack, it's not really that big of a deal in the larger scale of things. Then after that we've got Quick Attack, usually outspeeds everything else, just allows you to pip off an opponent that just has a little bit of health left. Then after that we've got Leaf Blade, high critical hit ratio. That combined with the stick might allow you to get almost really a critical hit each time. And then lastly, Heat Wave. 10% chance to burn the opponent, which is a good way to leave the field on. So as you can see, all the moves are pretty strong or very quick. Allows Farfetch'd to just really jump out there and do some damage. As you can see, it's a bulky physical sweeper. I wouldn't exactly say bulky, but we'll go with it. So full IV spreads, 252 on the attack for EVs, 140 on the special attack, 116 on the speed, and reducing its defense to increase its speed further with that hasty nature. Again, Farfetch'd is not going to be out there for long, it's just coming out to be a nuisance, frustrate the opponent, and then disappear. So after that we've got Scolipede with the black sludge. Each turn, if the holder is a poison type, it restores some health. Excellent. With the ability Speed Boost, this just allows it to increase its speed each turn, which is useful, slowly turning it into a quicker Pokemon each turn. Movesets, you've got Baton Pass, which is basically a free switch into another Pokemon. Has spikes to injure Pokemon that are swapped in by the opponent. Substitute to basically put a bit of a stall on, and protect to further stall. Now with this, Scolipede is not an attacker here, it's basically up here to utilize the field, try and create a setup for you to then go into other Pokemon with. So really, Scolipede from this is the Pokemon that you will jump into. It'll be your starting Pokemon, so you can set up everything you want. And it's IVs, 0 attack spread, EVs, 252 on health, 4 on special defense, and 252 on speed. So really you're trying to make this Pokemon fast, bulky, and to set up the field for you. So it needs to be quite sturdy to be able to take some hits while you take the first couple of turns to get out everything you need to. This is further shown with the timid nature, which decreases the attack, which is fine because we don't have anything that can hurt the opponent with, and further increasing that speed. After that we've got the Escadrill with, what's it got, the Assault Vest, increases its special defense but can only select damaging type moves. Luckily this Escadrill is a bit of a physical sweeper, so we don't have any issues with that. This is really to play off the Scolipede, which is not a sweeper in any sense, whether physically or special, so it's really good. Also probably play off quite well in a doubles match. After that we've got Mold Breaker. This Pokemon moves and their effects are ignored, and the ability ignore the abilities to other Pokemon, which is great. I think this means that if someone comes in with an Intimidate, you're not affected with that, which is always a big hassle. Moveset, you've got Earthquake, a big physical move. Rapid Spin allows you to really get rid of anything the opponent's put on your side of the field. Rock Slide, maybe to get that flinch, and Iron Head for flinch, and also in case any pesky dragon types come up. Then full IV spread, EVs, we've got 248 on the HP, 252 on the attack, and 8 on special defense. Because it is a very physical moveset, the Adamant Nature just reduces that special attack and increases that attack further. Then we've got Gliscer with the Toxic Plate. Holders poison type attacks have 1.2 power. Judgment is poison type. So this basically just increases Gliscer's attack by 0.2. Ability Sandveil. If Sandstorm is active, this Pokemon's evasiveness is 1.25 times and gives it the immunity to Sandstorm. Now we don't, from what I'm aware, we don't have Sandstorm on this team, which kind of makes this ability only half useful, but the immunity to Sandstorm is useful depending on the opponent's setup. Now with this Gliscer, we've got the Earthquake, big physical move. U-turn basically damages the opponent, gives you a free trade in. Roost just to replenish some health, and lastly Toxic, in case there's something nasty comes up, you get that Toxic on, and basically it allows you, if you can't take it out with any effective attacks, it just allows you to wear it down a little bit every turn. And lastly stats, full IV spread, EVs 248 on the HP, 188 on the defense, and 72 on the speed. Impish Nature just increases that defense a little more, decreases the special attack, and from here all our attacks that can damage the opponent are physical, so that's perfectly fine. Then we're on to the Aggron. It'll be Mega Aggron that we utilize, so it's got the Aggronite. Ability Rockhead. This Pokemon does not recoil damage besides Struggle, Life Orb, Crash damage. So its moveset is Rest, good for just replenishing that health if it ever gets low. It's quite a bulky Pokemon, so the amount of effort the opponent has to put in to get this down to low HP in the first place, just putting another Rest back in just basically buys you more time, frustrates the opponent a little bit more. And then with the Sleep Talk, once you've used Rest, you can use Sleep Talk to either get off an Iron Head or a Power Up Punch. Power Up Punch is good for increasing that physical attack, and Iron Head is obviously pretty good, also can inflict a flinch and is useful against those pesky dragon types. I think also against fairy types as well, if I remember correctly. Then the full IV spread, EVs 248 on the HP, 8 on the defense, just further making this thing as bulky as possible, and 252 on the special defense. Again, just try and make this thing an absolute wall to get over. Then Careful Nature just increases that special defense further, and because it's got 2 physical moves, it doesn't really need the special attack. And lastly, we've got Heatran. Heatran has leftovers, obviously just replenishing a little bit of HP each time. The ability Flash Fire increases its fire attacks, that's great on the Lava Plume, and fire immunity, which is also excellent. So its moveset is Lava Plume, very strong move and chance of getting off a burn. Stealth Rock, just to set up the field a little bit more. Stealth Rock is obviously different from Spikes on the Scolipede, so you can just frustrate your opponent a little bit further. And then we've got Will-O-Wisp, just to assure we do get a burn on anything that we're just not really hitting very well. And lastly, Earth Power, just to lower the opponent's special defense, and it's quite a strong special move. 0 attack spread with 252 on HP, 4 on special attack, 252 on special defense. Like the Aggron, just try and make this as bulky as possible, with the calm nature to increase its special defense further and taking away its attack. So let's see how we get on with it now. Right, okay, let's see if we can finally break this bad luck spell. Let's see, we've got the Toad King, can't remember, it's Politoed, that's the one. Moga, Ferrothorn. Oh, let's just get started, my brain is not working. Too many losses so far. As fun as this build is, it's not paying off so much at the moment, unfortunately. Right, so let's get these spikes off. Alteria is dragon and flying type, so I reckon I'm just going to baton pass here straight into the Aggron, no messing about. Get that pure steel type out and hopefully take care of it. So the opponent's name is Ally Switcher, which makes me think that they swap their Pokemon in and out all the time, which is exactly what they're doing. Interesting. So Water and Ghost, this is not going to be a good swap in. Okay, I'm actually going to change it here. If it's Water and Ghost, I'm just going to go straight into Farfetch'd. See if he can show off his talents. So, because it is water, I'm going to go with the Leaf Blade. Water Spout, one shots. Bye bye Farfetch'd. That was mighty unfortunate. The problem is now, we've not really got anything. So it's ground and flying. Might work against the water, maybe? I'm not overly sure. Alright, let's just go get a Toxic on it. Oh, I have a horrible suspicion we're about to get one-shotted fairly regularly. Alright, so let's Mega Evolve, get a Power Up Punch. Oh, Aggron holds in there, that's great. Oh, I forgot its Ghost type as well. Right, we're gonna have to go for a rest here. And we're out. Right, Heatran. We've got nothing else that's very good against this. At least if we can maybe get a Lava Plume and a burn. Heatran holds in there. And it's burned. So now we just need to try and find a way to survive. So Scolipede can survive this. Maybe a couple of Protects. This is actually the first time Protects actually come in a little bit useful here, just for letting us really just wear down the opponent. Let's go for another Protect. I thought you always got 2 Protects and the third one fit. Maybe it's changed now. Right, it's not looking great from here though. Escadrill, very physical. Right, let's go for the Iron Head. Politoed again, another pure water type, which is not great when you are ground and steel. Right, let's just go for an Earthquake. Doesn't quite take the Politoed out. We are now burned with very little health. Hopefully another earthquake can just remove this Politoed. The issue we still have is we still have the Alteria to come, and the only thing that's got a move that's useful against it is the Escadrill. So the Molga is Thunder type, so hopefully maybe a Rock Slide can take it out. Oh, you're not playing. Nice ally switcher. Right, let's go to Heatran. And they saw that coming a mile away. So I reckon they're going to go into the Jellicent. God, these guys seem to be making whole teams around everything that can take out my team. Right, so interesting team this one by 0x1. Right, Scolipede, get the spikes in and then just trade out as quick as possible. Spikes. One more set of spikes. So what do we have now? Giving us the Choice Scarf. Scolipede, it has unfortunately now left us, so let's go with some Fire type. So if we go into the Heatran maybe, we can't use any Fire type moves on us, but we can get the Lava Plume. So what have we got now? We've got Blacks, oh we've got Black Sludge. That actually was a fairly good target strategy by the opponent there. Very interesting. Lava Plume. Onto the Jellicent. Does very little to that. I'm going to risk it with the Farfetch'd. Come on Farfetch'd. Yes. We do take a burn, that is the only thing. So I reckon we just go all in Brave Bird. Gets it to below half health, which is excellent. Good job Farfetch'd. We're going to have a lot of trouble with this one Pokemon. Right. So I think I'm going to go into the Gliscer, just because it is also that flying. Forget we don't have flying type move on here. So get it Toxic. So we don't have too much that is actually any effect against Water and Ghost. There's quite a lot of weaknesses within this team, I have to admit. Right, let's get a U-turn. Doesn't do very much damage at all. I think I'll go into the Aggron. As long as it doesn't knock us out straight away, I feel like we can then get a rest and get back up to full health again. So Power Up Punch is going to not do very much. Iron Head is really our only safe bet here. Skull doesn't do too much damage. We do get burn though, which is not great. Iron Head doesn't do very much at all. Right, let's get that rest off. Scald, we do survive it. That is the main thing, we do survive it. Toxic takes out a Davy Jones. Thank goodness I do not like Jellicent anymore at all. So we've got the Salen out. So sleep, so I reckon get a Sleep Talk. Flamethrower super effective. Oh, that's a shame. I should have just traded straight into the Heatran. Flamethrower. that immunity. Gotta love that immunity. We do have, what is it, the black sludge though. So what can we do here if it's ghost type? I reckon just straight into lava plume. Shadow ball does a fair amount of damage. Oh, because Salem's got our flash fire from before. Or does that have flash fire anyway? I'm not sure. Let's just go earth power. Shadow ball, we're not going to survive that. Let's see, Gliscer. We got not much, but U-turn, get taken out. So the problem is, we've got a lot of weaknesses in this team because it's primarily ground and steel, and then obviously a little bit of flying with the Farfetch'd, is we can't really take hits from many types. We're weak against water, we're weak against fighting, we're weak against, I think we're weak against ice maybe. We're not doing too well against ghost types, primarily because we don't have a lot of moves that can affect ghost type. Let's see if rock slide works on it. And we won't find out. And that leaves us with Aggron with just a little bit of health and is asleep at the moment. So let's get sleep talk. And we're done. Just that. Just between the Jellicent and the Salem, we're not doing very well here. Right, let's try this one more time. Right, the opponent actually has a fairly bulky setup. 2 Necrozmas. Alright. Scolipede. Bug and fighting type. Just straight spikes. Ooh. Okay. We made a big mistake there. Is bug and fight though? I'm gonna risk it with the Farfetch'd. I reckon Farfetch'd with Brave Bird will do a fair bit of damage. And single-handedly takes out the Mega Heracross. What scenes from the Farfetch'd here. Absolutely crazy scenes. Oh, I'm gonna get greedy. I'm gonna have to do it one more time. Just one more time. Got too greedy. But that Farfetch'd single-handedly takes out the Mega Heracross. And now we've got the issue of dealing with a water type, with a ground and steel, ground flying, steel and rock, and fire and steel. What to do, what to do, what to do. Right, I think Gliscer, just get out that earthquake. I feel like we should have maybe kept the Gliscer for the Groudon, because it is flying so it wouldn't be affected by the earthquake, but we'll never find out. Right, I think go into the Aggron, Mega Evolve it, do a power up punch. So we do increase attack. So it's going to get taken out here, unless I go into the Escadrill. She takes us out on 1, very unfortunate. Back to the Aggron again. Now I want to do rest, but it's about to get taken out because we are so slow. We're gonna get taken out before we can do anything, so it doesn't really matter. Now it leaves us lastly with the Heatran. Lava Plume, hopefully get the burn. Liquidation takes us out in 1. Kyogre single-handedly takes out the whole team. Some absolute walls on this team, and the only one to really excel is the Farfetch'd. And I reckon if the Farfetch'd had managed to survive one more turn, maybe I should have traded out and maybe let Aggron or something faint, then got free back into Farfetch'd, and then got another Brave Bird off, we might have been able to take out both the Mega Heracross and the Primal Kyogre, and this might have been a slightly different match, but at the moment the only one playing his part is Farfetch'd. Right, so I think there are a couple of issues with this team. I think Farfetch'd, for what it is, does pretty well within this set. It is just there to come in, make a quick attack, infuriate, and be gone. It's not going to be bulky, it's not going to really be a sweeper. It's just handy if you're needing a really fast bird to come in and quickly pick something off with its flying type moveset. In terms of the rest of the team, there's a lot of ground and steel in this. It's quite a lot of weaknesses have been going on, and lots of super effective moves been hit off by the opponent. I think next time I'm going to try and see if I can maybe reduce this, or even bring in a couple of hidden powers onto a couple of the Pokemon like Scolipede, just to see whether that changes the format a little bit. So anyway, that's the first video of the week. Like, rate and subscribe as always, and comment down below how you would use Farfetch'd. Now it is quite a tricky one, so whatever you can think of would be very helpful at this point. Okay, I'll catch you next time.